I'm Konstantin Polyakov, and I grew up in Okemos, Michigan, about 10 minutes away from here. So I was raised on a lot of folksy kind of stuff, so a lot of Simon and Garfunkel, and a lot of Moody Blues, and very little Beatles, but I didn't have too much of an inclination towards whatever I was hearing at the time, but I think that I liked what it did for my ears, and then I realized that's sort of like a magical superpower that people like Brian Wilson and Todd Rundgren have kind of perfected, that you can give somebody an experience for however long. And by the time I turned to being a teenager and being into filthy punk and grunge and all that, I kind of realized that you could create soundscapes and make things more pretty. So I'd say my influences as of late have completely taken a 180 to what they were before. Whereas before I was more inclined towards emotion and sadness and apathy, and now I seem to really like affirmation and love and just songs about the mysterious natures of things, I guess.
And how did you get into playing music?
I had a weird dream when I was about 6 or 7, and that I was just sitting on something that appeared like a little palette, and I was just playing for my friends, and it made them all very happy. And I recall being around the roundabout near Hamilton and Okemos and asking my mom whether I could get a guitar for my birthday upcoming, and she hooked it up, got me one, got me a couple lessons, and expected me to quit, but that hasn't happened just yet. I kind of think I just fell into songwriting. I definitely was the kid more interested in writing his own poetry during class, and not doing amazing in class, but I found that gave me refuge that I really needed during the day. And at a certain point, I just figured, hey, I like singing. My lead singer of a band that I was in kind of walked out one day, and I just decided to step up and start making noises with my mouth, is pretty much all I could say it was. But after a while, somebody told me they really liked it, that they could feel some sort of empathy or pain behind what I was trying to sing, and that it resonated with them. And I thought that was cosmic and very experience validating. I would say I really come up with one folk song on a guitar or a piano, and then I will record that as essentially a scratch track in GarageBand or whatnot, so it'll just be an audio recording of me in a room playing that, and then I literally just lean on the machine for the rest of the afternoon and just record little parts over it like a 14-year-old would with his little loop pedal. I would say, honestly, I rely so hard on a laptop for recording instruments, which the studio is another instrument. So I would say I spend 24 hours a day in it. Per se, I have not actually been to a large studio yet, so everything that anybody has heard previously on my accounts of Matthew Crosman Shaw, with the Something Strange, as Konstantin Polyakov, pretty much all has been recorded DIY in bathrooms, places. Whether it sounds like that or not, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, no, it's pretty funny. I would consider a studio pretty much anywhere I could just get some peace and quiet. So I am planning on playing 4 songs. The first one is kind of a protest song to get all y'all paying attention, and then the second song is one of an observation. I really love artists like Alex Turner or oh gosh, I can't think of any other artists right now, but people who document what they see places, and they can complain or they can riff off of it or they can really experience it with that person. But I would, yeah, I would just say that second song comes from, it's called Time, T-H-Y-M-E. It's just about witnessing what I kind of considered to be love at the time, and more of a reflection so on my experiences with my partner at that time in a parallel to these people that I was observing. So it's a little creepy second song, if I describe it that way, but I think you'll like it. Third song is called Breaking Bread. I just wrote it in my friend's apartment like 2 weeks ago, and I keep playing it, and it keeps sounding different every time I play it, and that's so exciting to me. But it seems to be recounts of kind of a relationship that I've had recently. And then the last one that I'll sing is called Something Stirring. And my pitch on this song is that it's pretty much a recollection of the inevitability of everything, and that just things are gonna happen. And there's not too much to do other than to stop and smell the roses and look at the roses. So I have a SoundCloud under my name, which is Konstantin Polyakov. I've been more Instagram oriented for some reason. I think that there's gold in there somewhere, but that is Polykostya Music, which is PolyKostya Music. I have a YouTube channel, and I'll be putting up live videos with little pretty shots like in the background that I try to make look this good. Currently, albums are by the Something Strange, and I am who is singing and playing most of the instruments on that, and you'll hear those songs come up in further discussion and albums and